Hello and welcome to Catalyst University. I want to take a few moments to show you how to navigate MyFire specifically for Course 1 of the Catalyst University Certificate Program. Course 1 is called The Art of Self-Leadership, and I just want to make sure that you understand not how MyFire works in general. We provided some tutorials for that, but some specifics related to this course, The Art of Self-Leadership, in the Catalyst University Certificate Program. So first things first, you need to go ahead and make sure you're logged into MyFire, and again we have other tutorials for that. But once you're here, I just want to explain the course code a little bit for you. So as you'll notice, the course code for this is 2016. That stands for the year we're in. It's LDRS 401300, and then CU stands for Catalyst University. So again, this is a good way just to make sure you actually were put into the correct course. All of your Catalyst University Certificate Program courses should have this CU in there towards the end. And then of course, as I'm actually on the page, I can see the title of this class, which is The Art of Self-Leadership. So the very first thing that many of you are probably wondering when you log onto a course is how you find out who your professor is and how you get in contact with them. It really is up to the professor how they set up this page. Some professors have this information in the course information folder, and they have a nice big block with their name and an introduction about themselves. Some professors include this information in the course syllabus. However, the professor for this specific class has put their information in the announcements and important reminders forum link. So this is where I'm going to take you, and I always want to make sure you're clicking on the announcements link anyway, because this is where your professor posts important announcements that they want the whole class to see. So once I've selected the announcements and important reminders forum link, I can see the announcements posted. And this first one was posted by your professor, who is Anastasia Jones Downing. I can see the time and date that she posted this announcement. And in here, she gives a little introduction about herself. I also want to let you know that whenever a professor posts an announcement to the course, there's an email that is automatically sent to your SEU email account. So you should be receiving these announcements via email as well. But again, just to double check, I would always visit this link. And so in here, again, she states an introduction about herself. She gives her name, but then she says how you're able to email and message her. It's through the MyFire system. So I'm going to show you, just as a quick reminder, how to do that. So as she mentions, it's on the right side of the MyFire course page. When you're logged into a specific course like we are now for the Art of Self-Leadership, you scroll all the way to the bottom right and you look under this quick mail box, and you want to click on Compose New Email. This allows you to send a message and an email to participants in this specific course. Now to select Anastasia, I would find her name. You'll notice it doesn't designate anyone as a student or professor. You just simply have to know that person's name. But I would select her name and then I would hit add. And then her name comes over here. So this is who the message is going to. Now this messaging system, while it's being generated right here in MyFire, it does send the email out to that person's SEU email account. So your professor will be getting an email to their SEU account even though you created it right here in the MyFire quick mail. So you've selected her name, and then as you scroll down, you have the option to add attachments, but something you have to do, as denoted by this red star, is to type in a subject. Now, when an email goes out for a specific class, whether it's going to a professor or a student, the subject line will automatically generate the course code, but you also have to add your own message here. So once you type in the subject line, then you can type in a message. You have the option of adding a signature if you would like, which you would ultimately do over here, and then it would give you the option in the drop down. Then you can select whether or not you want to receive a copy of the email you sent, and then you can send the email or save the draft. And then of course, if you want to view your history, you can come over here and select that as well. You can view your drafts, but this really is just a general how-to in sending that mail. Now I will let you know you also have the option to send a mass email to all participants in the class, which you would simply click add all and everyone would move over. Or if you realize you selected someone that you didn't mean to send an email to, you select their name again and you hit remove, and Anastasia's name just popped back over here. So right now, no one's getting the email. So that's messaging at a glance, especially if you want to get in contact with your professor. But now we're going to go back to the course so I can show you some specific course information with the Art of Self-Leadership that you want to make sure you are aware of as you're attempting to complete this program. So as we scroll down, I've already opened the course information folder, but this is where your syllabus is posted. You want to make sure you're looking at that for the policies related to this course and different assignment requirements. We also have next steps here for you, so you can help track your progress and make sure you're doing everything you need to set yourself up for success with the class. Then we have evaluation rubrics here. So these are rubrics that are created so you know how different assignments are being graded. So please look at these as you're submitting assignments. Cross-check your assignment with these rubrics so you can get the best grade possible. Then we also have provided some links here for you of student success resources. And these are really good links. This first one is the FAQ page specific to Catalyst University, so you can always go here for general questions. If you need to submit a support ticket, if you're having issues related to this program or just questions in general, you can submit a support ticket through this link, and someone in our Catalyst University office will be notified and would respond to you within 24 business hours. You can also look at the library guide for completing or looking how to complete proper APA citations and formatting. APA is the required formatting for all of these Catalyst University programs. So if you've never had exposure to that before, we definitely recommend you review the lib guide, the library guide, so you know how to complete your assignments appropriately. Then if you're a student who needs academic accommodations, you could click on this link, or for tutoring services, you could click on that link. So we'll go ahead and close this folder just to clean up the screen a little bit. Now the next folder is the required questionnaire to begin coursework. This is really important for you to understand as a Catalyst University student, because you cannot complete any of these other assignments until you submit this coursework right here. So the very first question is a questionnaire. It's a quiz about what Catalyst conference you attended. So you would click on this link, the quiz would open up. Just to let you know, any paper icon you see with a check is a quiz type of document you're submitting, and then any paper icon with a hand is a paper assignment you're turning in. So once you answer this, then this link that's grayed out right now would open up for you, and there's a little note here. It says the documentation submission is not available until you answer this question, but then this documentation submission would allow you to submit proof of going to Catalyst with your conference ticket. So you would have to complete these assignments, so this quiz and this documentation submission, before you're allowed to work on anything else. But if you open up the discussion forum folder, you can see instructions for completing discussion forums there. You can get the links for the 2 forums required. And then when you open up major assignments, there's instructions for your major assignments here. And then of course, this last folder, course completion and next steps, it says not available. It will be hidden unless you've completed all these various things. But once you've completed all your major assignments in this course, you can open this up and you can see this little congratulations message, and you can see the next steps about making sure you can continue your Catalyst University certification. So again, if you have any questions related to the course, please contact your professor. Again, you can see who that is by looking in the announcements link. Or once you know who that is, you can also go down to the messaging system and compose an email to them. Or if you have any general questions about Catalyst University and it's not so much related to this course, but it's just about the program in general, you can always submit that support ticket, which is found right here in the course information folder on this link right there. And we hope you have a great program and enjoy your time with Catalyst University.